Oh, hello. What am I doing? I'm studying. As you can see here, I am studying by reading. But I want to tell you something real quick. Reading is not that effective way to studying. For example, I can read a book for a 1 hour straight, go to the bed, wake up in the morning, and I'm totally forget what I have read. And I can read the book for 4 hours continuously without rest, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, and guess what? I'm totally forget it also. So, tell me, please teach me how to study in an effective way. Do we have to take some notes or highlight the words here, and there? Do you know something? Please tell me.
Assalamualaikum and hello to my friend. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Shuaimi. Today I will tell you how to study well. The first step to study well is planning your study session. You must organize your study material so it's easy to find what you need. You must keep your books, notes, paper, utensil into a specific place so it's easy you to find. Okay. For myself, I put my book, notes and utensil inside this box so to make it organized and easy to find. Secondly, you must create a daily schedule for yourself. Okay. Rather than study in a whole one day, you must study a little bit every day and focus the most time you like to study. For me, I like to study in the evening and decide which subject you must study every day, such as I study mathematics on Monday, English on Tuesday, and science on Thursday. You must put your daily schedule in somewhere you can see. For me, I put on the wall so I can see it every day. Next, you must set up your study space. You must have a table, but a desk also will work great. This is a desk. Okay. Make sure your space has a good lighting and remove all the distraction that might break your focus. This. Okay. Place the material you need to study like pen, calculator, paper and notebook near you so you can study good. Lastly, you must remove distraction so you can focus on your study. You must turn off your TV, silence your phone so you won't be tempted to check it, and ask people around you not to disturb you, and you also can lock the door.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. So we move to step 2 about how to study. So the first step, no, I not call the first step. We call that step 2A. Review your note at the end of school session. You will need to reread your note a few times before you stick in your mind. Step aside a few minutes every day to go back over what you learned in all your class. Next step, focus on the key concept rather than minor detail. It's easy to feel overwhelmed when you study because there is so much information to learn. You don't need to memorize all your notes and your textbooks. Study the main point that your instructor point out of the class. Then figure how much minor detail and example in your note and your text to help you better understand the main point. Step C. Read the key information out loud to help you memorize. Reading out loud can help you remember something better. Use this strategy for important points. Go ahead somewhere that you won't be disturbed by anyone. Then slowly read your note and your text to help you to see if you remember. Step D. Look for a link between what you learn and what you already know. Sometimes you might feel like what you learn in your class is nothing to do with yourself, but that usually not true. Making a connection between what you learn and what you already know can help you deepen your understanding of the material. The next step, rewrite your note and the extra information to create a study guide. Making a study guide helps you to review your material and gives you something to review in the future. Start by typing your note into a blank document. Then use your textbook and online resource. The last step, use online tutorial if you're struggling with your material. You might not understanding every subject right away. Then that's totally okay. You can find a study guideline and video tutorial online that can help you study better. Look for study help as soon as you start having trouble.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad At-Tarmizi bin Azmi with metric number D201920916191. Then the next step is to explain on how to boost the learning. You can make flashcards for information you need to memorize. You can use flashcards to learn vocabulary, mathematical formulas, historical dates and figures, scientific fact and also the processes. You can make your own flashcard or print some from online. Then flip through your cards to test your knowledge. Next, you can create a mind map to organize the information that you are learning. You can start by drawing a circle and write the main topic inside the circle. Then, draw some spokes away from the center of the circle. And draw circles at the end of each spoke. Inside those circles, you can write the main point you have learned about the topic so far and summarize them. Try looking up some example of mind maps online to see how others have used this technique to study. Okay, next you can test yourself to review what you have studied. At the end of each study session, set aside about 15 minutes for a self-test of the material. You also can ask a friend or family member to quiz you if you can. Have them ask you questions about the material and check your answers. Next, you can take a practice exam using questions from your study guide or example test from online. So, here is the example of examination question that I print from online. So, this will help you identify any areas you need to review again. So, after boosting your learning, you can go to the next step to keep motivated in your study.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I will tell you about how to study effectively. So if we want to study effectively, we need to make sure that we stay motivated ourselves to study. So how can we stay motivated to study? Okay, here's some tips that I want to share you about how can we stay motivated to study. Okay, first of all, we need to take a 10 to 50 minutes break every hour you study. Okay, for example, we need to set a timer for every 50 minutes that you study. Okay, for example, if you start at 10 p.m, you need to set a timer for 25 minutes and try to study the entire time. So after you finish the study, you need to take 2 or 3 minutes break before you start another session. Okay, for example, if you finish the first study session at 10:25, so you need to set a timer for another 55 minutes like this. Why 10:53? Because we just include the break session for 3 minutes. Okay, if you want to do a total of 4 study blocks, you need to make sure that you have a short breaks between them. Okay, after you finish the 4th block, for example, you finish the 4th block at 11:50 p.m. so either you stop studying for the day or take a longer 15 minutes break before you start another study block. Use your breaks for something that energizes you, like getting a snack or going for a short walk. So but remember, don't turn on your TV or video games because it might distract you from continue your study. Okay, the next one is be active during your study breaks to improve your focus. Okay, doing activities like cardio activity can boost blood flow and can help your brain work better. So being active may help you improve your memory, like going for a walk, doing jumping jacks, or dancing to your favorite song during your study breaks. You can also pick an exercise that you enjoy, so your study breaks are fun. Okay, the next one is eat healthy snacks to energize your mind. Snacking while you study can help you to stay focused and might help you study longer. Just make sure you choose a healthy snack over junk food. Keep your snacks near your study space or grab them when you take a study break. Okay, the last one is sleep for 8 or 10 hours at night so you are well rested. If our body don't get enough sleep, so it may distract you from doing other activities on the next day. So I think that's all from me, and we will proceed to our conclusion. Thank you.
So thank you everyone for the sharing such a massive information, such a great information in order to study in an effective way. So let's recall back what we have here. First, you have to plan your studying session. Second, you have to read your text and notes. The third, you have to boost your learning. And fourth, you have to stay motivated in studying. So that's all from us. Remember, study smart, not study hard. Okay? So I wanna go to plan my study session. Okay? Here I come.
Assalamualaikum and hello to everyone. My name is Muhammad Firdaus bin Shohani and my treat number is D201920914446. Today, I would like to share about my individual reflection of our demonstrative speech. The topic for the speech is how to study well. The reason we choose this topic was because due to COVID-19 pandemic, studying online has been hard for every student across the globe. As you can see in social media today, many students have been writing about the difficult practice to get access to internet, get better understanding during classes, and to get a proper contact with their lecturers, since physical meeting is not allowed nowadays. So the main reason we choose this topic is to share some tips on how to study very well despite the situation of COVID-19 in our country has been worse and physical classes for students may be impossible. In my opinions on this matter, the main challenge of studying online is about being disciplined. Students can face the laptops for so long hours but get nothing in return since a good discipline is not being practiced. This How to Study Well speech will elaborate more on how to get better understanding in studying online. I would like to give big appreciation to my fellow group mates Arif, At-Tamizi, Farham and Lutfi for make a good work to finish the demonstrative speech together. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farham bin Yusuf. Number matric D2019209168. This is my personal reflection video for our assessment for EP3. First of all, thank you for our beloved doctor, Encik Nur Hafzah, for giving this task to our class. I'm having fun to do this task with my friends. It's helped me to study English very well, speak English very well. Of course, we have difficult to complete this task because pandemic COVID-19, but it doesn't make us to not do it this task because it's very simple task, easy to do it and have fun.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi everyone. My name is Muhammad At-Tarmizi bin Azmi. My matrix number is D201920916991. Okay, in this video I will share my individual reflection about the demonstrative speech task. But first of all, thanks to my lecturer, Miss Nur Hafzah binti Muhammad Mustafa, for guiding us in completing this task. And also thanks to all my group members for giving such a very good cooperation during completing this task. And Alhamdulillah, we were not having any difficulties during the discussion process. But it is undeniable that I faced so many problems during completing this task. Or the hardest part for me is the video recording process. There were some noises that distracted me while I was explaining the steps. And also I have to record the video for several times to get the best result. Okay, after completing this task, I found that it helps me a lot to improve my English skill and also my communication skills. And I also realized that my accent in English is much better than before. And now I can sing English song without looking at the lyrics anymore. Okay, last but not least, hopefully that this pandemic COVID-19 will end sooner or later, so that we can back to campus to have face-to-face class again. And I think that's all from me for individual reflection about the task. Thank you.
Okay, for self-reflection, based on our group video, is all students around the world might be struggling to study with current situation that we face right now. During this pandemic, I think we need to put more effort on study than before. At home, we got extra commitment while we face these online classes. So we need to prepare ourselves to face the reality so that we can push harder and not giving up with our study. Based on my observed main cause of student learning problems during the COVID-19 pandemic was relatively limited internet access. So for me, teachers and students had to leave the comfort zone to ensure the sustainability of teaching and learning continues to preserve. Many students and even teachers are unable to follow the learning process because they have to face the problem of internet access. So as a student, we need to find any solution that can be help ourselves to stay focused on study. So from our video, I hope we can learn something so that we not leave behind in our study. So for me, I can conclude that this online classes is quite difficult for all students to face. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Muhammad Arif bin Azmi. So today I want to share my individual reflection regarding our group project. Previously we were told to conduct a demonstrative speech for our speaking task early in an early semester. So we got plenty of time to gather the group mate, to plan and to discuss the project. So as we all know, due to this COVID-19 pandemic, meeting up face to face, what can I say, impossible indeed. So we're doing our work, our discussion, our planning session totally online. So during the discussion, there's a lot of topic that come out, but we all agree to go with the topic how to study well. The main purpose for this topic selection is to share a few effective way of study well to the community. So in this opportunity, I would like to thank my fellow group mates, which are Tarmizi, Lutfil, Firdaus and Farham, for giving their 100% of commitment. Thank you. I really appreciate that. They are giving all their best. So that's all from me. Thank you.